You have a few extra days. You get to spend a little more time on self-scout. What were some of the biggest priorities coming in after kind of going through some of that?
Nothing in particular, just improvement, just going back and seeing what you're doing well, obviously, in, first, second down, third down, red zone, in the critical areas, but nothing. It's so early, it's, 6 weeks in, whatever it is right now. So, right now it's about improvement versus what you're doing, from down to down.
We talked to Ja'Quan and Singleton yesterday.
Yeah.
They indicated that simpler play calls that really made a difference, especially in the red zone.
Okay.
Have you seen that? And is that
Yeah, I mean,
these last 2 weeks maybe able to build off that in the red zone?
we've had 2 good weeks in the red zone, so if that's the reason, let's keep doing that, So it's always players first, scheme second. So yeah, I mean it's simple and playing fast and playing clean is the key.
Vance, where do you like how Ja'Quan McMillian playing in the middle school?
He's playing well. He had a great spring. So I'm not surprised that he's playing so good right now in the fall. But he's a young guy who's open-minded. He takes coaching every day. He's the same guy every day. He works hard. He can tackle. He can cover. So he's a perfect nickel profile for this defense. And he's improving every single day. His communication's getting better. His confidence is getting better. And the more he's played, he's improved. So that's the key for him. But it's been fun to watch him play and play good.
What do you see watching Jordan Love?
I see a young quarterback with talent. Obviously this league is full of, young quarterbacks, who hadn't had enough time to, get to the point where they want to be. But he's a guy that's got legs. He can throw the football. He can make off-schedule plays. That's scary for you. They have a bunch of explosive plays on tape, a bunch of long DPIs that he can buy time and throw the ball 70 yards in the air. So, obviously containing this young quarterback and making it hard pre-snap on him to look through, layers of coverage and to make decisions, but most of all contain his legs, because if he gets out of the pocket, he could be a problem for us.
One subtle personnel move you made last week was Tyler Lancaster instead of Elijah Garcia.
Yeah.
It seemed like that went toward your priority toward the run.
Yeah. Tyler is more of a nose, 3 technique for us. With DJ being out, we needed a stouter interior guy. So that was an easy decision, Mike. It was simple. Tyler's the next nose for us on the roster. So that wasn't a big deal, but it obviously worked for us.
Vance, asked a couple of your players about this. There's no moral victories.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes and company to 1 touchdown. You feel stingy in the red zone.
Yeah.
How does that feel to know that you got that?
Yeah. That felt good because of our improvement, but winning is the ultimate goal. Not winning the football game is still disappointing for us, and it's not where I want it to be. Defensively anyway. In my mind, we could do a lot better. We've given away too many plays the last 2 weeks, and it's just us. With communication or not doing our job. Not being exact doing our job. So my standard is a little bit higher than that. And it was better Thursday, but we could play cleaner and better, in my opinion.
DJ, obviously with any quarterback, you want to get him off time and off schedule a little bit. But with a younger quarterback, how important is it to really push them out of a comfort level, a comfort zone early in the game?
I think with young quarterbacks, you got to be careful, because sometimes you can pressure them and kind of clean up reads for them. So I think you have to make them look through layers of coverage early. Pre-snap disguise, change the picture on him, and make him hold a ball, for a quick second there. And but sometimes if you pressure him too much, especially a guy with legs, and you're playing man-to-man and your back's turned, he can scramble, and that makes his life easier. Or if they're in 3-by-1 and you're playing man and single high, he just takes his best matchup. So it's a cat and mouse game to kind of pressure him enough to keep him off balance, but also make him look through layers of disguise pre-snap.
Aaron Jones, it's like he'll be back for them. What's the unique thing about him?
Aaron Jones?
Yeah.
He's a home run hitter. I mean, he's a great back as far as catching the football, running the football. He's going to probably have 20-plus touches, Sunday morning. We played him a couple of years ago in Arizona, and Devontae was out for that game with COVID, I think, and he had 25 touches. He's a guy that can be an outside receiver threat. You're an empty. He can get screen game. He's obviously a toss runner, outside zone runner. So he's a hell of a football player. Not big, but super fast, and he can break tackles, and he's a hell of a receiver.
And then with their young receivers, Watson seems
Yeah.
just a little banged up too.
Mhm.
What do you see from that group?
It's a young group, but it's a fast group. You know, Watson's a 6'4" guy who runs 4.3, and it's an explosive, aggressive offense. So, you know, when you watch them play against New Orleans, for instance, I mean, they caught probably 4 or 5 balls over 30 yards, and they had two DPIs of 40-plus yards. So it's an aggressive offense that's got young talent who can run all day. So our challenge is to obviously keep the ball from going over our heads, but also caging the quarterback and Aaron Jones. So that's every week, right? You know, every team's got a runner. They have a young quarterback or a veteran quarterback. They have receivers. So, you know, it's not different any week we prepare, you know. NFL football, right? They draft good players, and that's the league, you know.
That's right. Ricketts waited a long time for his chance.
Yeah.
What have you seen from him in the kind of the few weeks that he's been taking on role?
I've seen a young player that's been around for a while, but first time playing, so it's not perfect. But he is intentional in his work every day, and you know, right now he's a perfect 4 for us because he can go in a game and spell guys at Sam or Will, and even on third down. So he's doing a good job, you know. But he's young; he's still not there yet. But moving forward, he's a perfect 4 for us.
You talk about the challenge, your edge rusher room has changed.
Yeah, sure has.
Since you've taken the job.
Mhm.
Let's talk about that transition that you have now.
Well, you know, we lost 2 guys and we gained 1 with Barron and gained 2 with Ronnie. It's a good room, you know. It's a young room. It's a hungry room, you know. And you watch Coop play, you watch Benito play the last couple of weeks, man. It's getting right, you know. And it's fun to see Coop, you know, finally get his flowers a little bit because he's been a good player for a long time between injuries and not having enough reps. You know, I mean, he's never had his chance to be a player in the NFL lights, but he's a good player. You know, from the spring, he's been intentional. He's played Sam, he's played Will. Run game, he's dominant. Pass game, he's getting better every week. So it's been fun to watch a guy work so hard to get something, and now he's got it, and he's still pushing to get better every single day. And Benito, I mean, he is super talented. Second-year guy, but he's got real traits, and he's working hard at being a better run defender each day for us. So as we go along in the weeks, it's a group that's going to improve, and having Barron back, that's going to help us. You know, having rushers like that, guys who can drop and rush inside. So it gives you some variety on third downs also.
Thank you.